Hi, this is Leon Benham with the Citizens for Coastal Conservancy. And you know, about 4 years ago, they came out with a report called the Arcadis report that basically set out how we could spend $300 million to solve the Imperial Beach sewage problem. And I want to tell you about that. Let's go into the details. So, the facts of the $300 million are that about 4 years ago, they redid NAFTA and replaced it with the USMCA agreement. And our government was smart enough to put aside $300 million from that agreement to fix the Tijuana River and the pollution problem off Imperial Beach. And it ended up with a 700-page report that outlined 14 simple things to keep the sewage in Mexico and solve our ocean water problem. The only problem with this simple plan of 15 projects to basically bring all the sewage and keep it in Mexico is that they changed it for some reason. With the new administration, instead of bringing 62 million gallons of sewage each day 5 miles south of the border, somehow the new administration decided it was better to bring all that sewage north to Imperial Beach. And we really are asking our public officials who endorse this program, why? Why would you bring more sewage into the United States and off the coast of Imperial Beach? Also, one of the basic flaws of bringing all this sewage to Imperial Beach is something that's called the littoral cell. From Point Loma, we get an inward current that brings the sewage from the South Bay Ocean outfall directly to our beach. And so by increasing this sewage from 25 million to over 135 million gallons a day, we will have this sewage brought right to our shores. And this was not accounted for in the EPA plan. So we're asking our public officials, why would we endorse such a plan? So they're always saying, follow the science. Well, there's no more basic science than this. As you can see in the chart below, these are the sewage readings from Mexico as they come north to Coronado. And basically, there's no sewage coming from Mexico along the shoreline. This clearly shows that the South Bay Ocean outfall off Imperial Beach is the source of the pollution. These spikes in pollution sources can only be from one place, and that's from the South Bay Ocean outfall. So these are questions, again, we're asking our government officials to explain how can we take more sewage off Imperial Beach. So as you can see from these charts, that basically the sewage spikes off Imperial Beach are consistent with a point source. And there's only one point source, and that's the pipe off Imperial Beach. So for the last 600 days, you look at every day, basically there is sewage coming from the South Bay Ocean outfall that comes onshore to Imperial Beach. And we cannot take going from 25 million gallons a day to 135 million gallons a day of Mexican sewage. It just doesn't work in our local waters and with the currents that we have. So what do we know now? Well, we know for the last 20 years that basically our water has been polluted, and the test results show that. So if the current test results show that our water is polluted, and they have been for 600 days, then it's a pretty easy question to ask our government officials and our local environmentalists, why would we bring more sewage to Imperial Beach? These developments are long-term impacts, and we cannot and we should not allow a project like the USMC agreement to go forward that continues to increase pollution to Imperial Beach, Coronado, and our South Bay ocean environment.